A closed mouth is not going to get fed. You got to open your mouth and ask for what you want. You can't just expect people to read your mind. You can't expect somebody to just know, like, oh, yeah, they going to want that. Unless you make it known that that's what you want. It's not any way in the world somebody's going to see something and be like, oh, I'm going to automatically get this for you if you never said nothing. I mean, unless they that considerate and they're that attentive. But most people aren't that attentive most of the time. So you gotta really say out loud, like, hey, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, and that's it. Like, it's not no, oh, I'm kind of iffy about doing this. Like, oh, I don't want to. No, no. Say exactly what you want and actually get what you want. The more you speak, the more you vocalize what you want in life, you're going to get it. When you play small, you get small rewards. When you go big, you get big rewards. Like, you can apply this to anything, honestly. Asking for directions. You gonna just sit there and be lost. You gonna have that much pride to sit there and be lost instead of, hey, do you know where this is at? Do you know where this street is at? Like, I'm all for having a good level of pride. I'm a big Leo. I'm all for having a healthy level of pride and a healthy ego. But like that type of pride that you're going to suffer in silence instead of saying something out loud, that don't make sense to me. That really don't make sense to me. It ain't no way in the world I'm going to suffer in silence anymore. Because I used to do that, right? My pride used to be so strong that I'd be like, no, I can do it on my own. I can do it on my own. And yes, I can do it on my own, but I don't have to do it on my own. I can ask for help, and there's nothing wrong with asking for help. It's not like I'm helpless because I'm asking for help. It's just I literally just need help, or I just want the help. Simple. It's not even take the need out, take the necessity out. It's just a desire. I want help. I want to take as much off of my plate as possible. You know, like, I don't want to have to sit and think so hard about something and just drive myself crazy thinking about how to get this done when I could easily ask somebody who can get it done for me. You feel me? Like, my cousin had told me one time, he was like, you cannot build a kingdom by yourself. You cannot build $1 million business by yourself. You need to ask certain people for help. Asking for help is not bad. You don't have to ask everybody for help, but if you know a certain person can do something for you, ask them. The worst they can say is no. And then the best thing about that, they're not the end all be all. Just because they said no does not mean that's the end of everything. You said no, okay, I can go over here and get it. Or we can go back to step one. I can do it myself. Simple. And you don't gotta be like, oh, like, I'm never gonna ask nobody for help again because you told me no. That's childish. Don't be like that. Just be like, okay, you said no, all right, bet. Well, I'm still gonna get this done. It's still gonna happen with or without you. However, I just know I can't ask you for that specific thing, but I can still come back around and ask you for something else later on because your reason could have been, no, I have enough on my plate, or no, I can't do that right now. I got this going on, or whatever. And that's understandable, and that's not no reason for you to be like, oh no, I'm never ever gonna ask nobody for help. Why would you do that to yourself? Ask for help. A closed mouth is never going to get fed. A closed mouth is never going to get fed. When you dating somebody, say exactly what you want up front. Say exactly what you want. Stop going, and it's like a lot of men will do this. They'll be like, I don't really want nothing for real. Just say you just floating through just say you floating right now, because y'all will say y'all don't want nothing. Then as soon as you get around somebody, the vibe good, it's like, ooh, I kind of like them. I kind of don't want them going nowhere. Say you in the mix, you in the midst of it all, like you just floating through it all. You just going with the vibe, and let the vibe just happen. And if you want to take it to a step further where we start dating and we go together and all that other stuff, that's cool. But if you are sitting up there telling me, oh, I don't want no relationship, I go seek a relationship, and now you upset, what am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? Care? No, I'm not gonna care. You already said you don't want a relationship, and I heard you the first time, and I'm gonna listen the first time. I don't care what you're saying in this moment right here, right now. I'm gonna listen to you, because literally it will be like a moment You cool, you rocking with somebody just because y'all just rocking. You in that mode where you just like, I don't want nothing either. And you literally mean it. You don't want nothing. But then you see feeling, you starting to grow feelings, and you start to look at it like, nah, I don't even want to be in this situation. Like, if I'm going to be around somebody like this, I'd rather be with them and actually working towards being in a relationship. So you tell that person, and then they like, nah, like, I don't want you to go nowhere. Like, we can work this out. We can do this. We can do that. Why all of a sudden now we can do that? That wasn't your intention from the jump. And then if I give you what you want, which is, all right, I'll stay, I'm still gonna be in the same position. So ask for what you want, but be honest up front about what you want. Don't say you want something when you really want something else. You feel me? So like, closed mouths don't get fed. A closed mouth is never gonna get fed. You gotta say open up for that food, like for that desire, for that yearning, for whatever you want. Say something. Like in school, people in school just sitting in the back not knowing what's going on, and you don't want to say nothing because you don't want to look like you're clueless, but your brain is fiending for that knowledge to be fed to it, but you are letting your pride get in the way of getting what you want. Feeding yourself, eating. I don't understand that. It don't make sense because you just gotta really, really sit there and really understand that your pride, if it is a nasty level of pride and it's not a healthy level of pride, that's gonna hold you all the way back, put you all the way to the back. You're never gonna go where you wanna go. You're gonna always stay in the same position every time because you don't want to ask to look weak. You don't want to ask to look lost. You don't want to ask to look helpless. You don't want to really ask for what you want because you're scared of rejection. The rejection is a redirection. All of that you scared of is just your pride, scared of the rejection that's going to come with it. Say exactly what you want. Say exactly what you want. They can't help you. Okay, cool. I'm going to go get help somewhere else, or I'm going to go back to, like I said, plan A, and I'm going to do it. That person don't know the directions. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next person. They don't know. I'm gonna go to the next person. I'm talking to you. You say you don't want a relationship. I want a relationship. I'm gonna just go to the next person. Oh wait, we can still no, we cannot. We cannot. I want a relationship. You don't. So we're gonna go ahead and go our separate ways because it does not make sense for us to waste our time. I know what I want, and I'm gonna get what I want. I'm gonna open my mouth and get what I want. I'm gonna eat. I'm going to eat. I'm going to feast, actually. I'm going to have a lavish dinner laid out for me because I know what I want, and I'm going to speak up about what I want. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I don't want what I want. So go for what you want. Keep your mouth literally busted wide open, asking for everything you want. Don't sit up here, oh, I don't want to seem too needy. I don't want to seem like I'm pushy. What are you talking about? You want that, right? That's what you want? It's not about being needy. That's literally what you desire. That's literally a necessity for you. They see you as needy. That's not the person you're supposed to get it from. And you could just leave them and go to an area where people are going to give you what you want because they want to give you what you want. It's really so simple. All in all, closed mouth ain't going to get fed. Open your mouth and ask for what you want. They say no, they say no. Rejection is redirection. Go where your desires are going to be given to you. Simple. And stop putting so much on your plate. You gotta really let yourself breathe sometimes. Yes, you can do this. Yes, you are capable. I'm not saying you're incapable of anything. You're capable of anything you put your mind to. However, you can also sit back and ask somebody, even when you are capable, just so you can have less on your plate and they can feed you in a certain area and you ain't gotta be doing so damn much. Like, it's really simple. Just a closed mouth ain't never gonna get fed. Say open up. Open the fuck up. Like, what's up? Hey, I want that. You can't have it. Okay. I'm going over here where they're gonna give it to me. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. A closed mouth will never get fed. And that's simple.